You've probably walked past someone like him before, a man standing alone, quiet, still, holding a sign. But here's the thing. His sign had nothing written on it. Just a plain blank piece of cardboard. No words, no slogans, no hashtags, nothing. And somehow that made it impossible to ignore. At first, people thought it was a mistake, a social experiment maybe, or performance art. Some offered him markers. One woman even tried to write love on the sign herself. He smiled gently and shook his head, then just kept standing, silent, still, present. The man came to the same spot every single day, the center of town, right near the old clock tower, rain or shine, wind or snow. Always the same, that blank sign, that quiet smile. And then, slowly, something began to shift. People started seeing things in that blank sign. Not literally, of course, but emotionally. A teenager passing by saw the words, "You are not broken." A burned-out nurse heading home after a 12-hour shift read, "You are seen." A man battling addiction swore it said, "You can start again." It didn't matter what the sign actually said. What mattered was what they needed it to say. Over time, people began gathering near him, not for answers, not for wisdom, just for space. Some brought coffee, some brought silence, some brought whatever they were carrying that day, grief, hope, confusion, joy. He never said a word, he never gave advice. He just stood there and held the space, and somehow that was enough. Then one morning, he didn't show up. People noticed. The air felt heavier, quieter, off. By noon, there were whispers. By sunset, there were candles on the sidewalk. The next day, the mayor made an announcement. He passed away peacefully in his sleep. There was no ID, no address, no records, just one note tucked into his coat pocket. She unfolded the paper and read aloud, "You wrote the message. I just held the space. Keep holding it for each other. Love, a blank sign." That weekend, the entire town gathered in the square. No speeches, no performances, no big ceremony, just people, standing, still, holding blank signs. And in that silence, people smiled, people cried, people remembered. It wasn't about what the signs said, it was about what they allowed us to feel. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the world doesn't always need louder voices, just quieter spaces. Maybe we don't always need to be told what to do. We just need someone willing to stand beside us and say nothing. Because sometimes the most powerful message is the one we find for ourselves. So the next time you don't know what to say, or someone close to you is hurting, or you just feel overwhelmed by life, don't rush to fill the silence. Don't force the answer. Just hold the sign. Blank, open, still. Because someone might need that space to hear the message they've been waiting for. You wrote the message, I just held the space, in memory of the sign man. If this story spoke to you, take a breath, be still, and maybe share it with someone who needs a little quiet today. Thanks for listening. Stay kind, stay open, and when in doubt, hold the sign.